DDC is on the Vengeful Spirit. We'll see them try to lock down this bottom lane as much as possible. Super is Lina. I hope has a better time because that was kind of gruesome in the last game. Banana is on the Omni. On the other end, Paparazzi is on the Lifesteal. We got Super, number 2, playing the Disruptor. Dogfights is on the Coddle of the Light and Cicada, handling the puck. And July is on the Centaur Warrunner. I wonder what he's going to be going for.
The battle begins.
Enlace now over Ring of Protection. It's actually quite nice for the Centaur to have, I think, Ring of Protection. That's kind of a bummer for him that that recipe got changed. It's not the end of the world. Like, he has enough armor between 3 is like average-ish, and Poor Man's Shield, and that damage block, we'd say it's another like 2 armor, something like that. In July, joined by dogfights for a little while, but versus these 3 heroes, that's hard hitting. The Observer Ward at least is going to be spotted out, killed off in July, so he knows that there is no vision advantage here. They will know that there is a lot of heroes here regardless, though. Here comes the crush. Metamorphosis, dogfights, run away, my friend. Shadowfax, show us the meaning of haste. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the easiest kill of all time. You find an old man in the woods like that, in Dota or in real life, you can kill him pretty easily. I did not just say that. That did not happen. Centaur is going to be a little bit tougher. He just has that damage block, but I mean, that was pretty textbook wraparound. And yeah, the supports are just going to be dueling each other on the bottom lane 24/7. Let's take a quick look at the top lane in the meantime. Banana, level 1, nothing skilled up yet. Again, doesn't really have much to fear from this lane as long as he's careful with his mana. You get open wound, you just repel yourself. If the lifesteal is too close, well, he decreases in damage as you drop lower. So purification is... you're not going to get bursted down before you can purify yourself. The Omni Knight is tanky as hell. 6 armor, Poor Man's Shield. See him shrugging off these right clicks like it's nothing.
No sorceries avail.
He repels off the Thunderstrike. And now man fighting Super. Now that's a little bit bold from Banana. If there was open wounds there from Paparazzi, which, I mean, he knows he doesn't have it. Lifesteal level 1. Yeah, you can very easily see the haste, not haste, feast kind of animation there. Would have been really ugly for the Omni Knight. And over towards the mid lane, it is going to be Super. This time with quite a nice edge over Cicada. And this time, again, there's no one who's really going to be rotating towards that mid lane in IGV's favor. Get a lead on Lina. Most likely you're going to keep that lead as Lina, at least for a little while. If you want to extend your lead, I know a couple heroes that are going to be more than happy to roam in towards mid in favor of LFY. In order for IGV to have like a really good chance at disrupting LFY, they need Cicada to do well. Much better than he's doing right now. It's only 2 minutes in. Like, it's definitely a little too early to call one way or the other.
No.
Courier snipe pretty nice. Super and a fake Super looking to gank Super. Oh, he read him pretty well. No, stick around, man. Oh, if he was able to... never mind. They have a read on this one. Looks like he was... I mean, he was spotted by this Observer Ward, so I guess it's not really a read. That would have been pretty nice, I guess. Paparazzi is still farming pretty comfortably. Prioritizing Feast over anything else. Rage attack speed is kind of nice if against Banana. But Magic Immunity doesn't do jack. Open Wounds doesn't do jack up against Repel. Really awkward playing a Lifestealer up against an Omni Knight. Omni Knight Slaughter. Gonna find Super. A couple of illusions in the way. And yeah, there we go. Some kale on the field. I don't know what it is. All these Chinese players love to talk about kale. They are nutrition hipsters. I know what it actually means, guys. I'm serious. Come on. Haven't you watched enough to know that I am not serious? Monet is having a much tougher time than the Lifestealer. That is something that IGV, to some extent, are getting accomplished with this lane. Centaur can afford to just run at the Terrorblade, assuming there's no Metamorphosis and no rotations from supports. No Venge Slaughter in the area. Centaur Terrorblade matchup is quite nice. It's like 55-60 in favor of Centaur Warrunner. add a Keeper of the Light on top of that, and you get yourself a really nice lane. This creep stack, a couple of small ones killed by the Coddle, and okay, they will kill off Cicada. That is just bad news. This might be a little bit more relevant than that kill, though, honestly. Most of the farm is going to go towards the Coddle. Experience is split there. Puck, yeah, it got jumped somehow. Oh, the spell is landing properly, and oh, LSA to land on the Coddle. Magic Missile is in range. There's a Shrine here, no Laguna Blade. Run, dogfights, run! You will get away this time. Windlace boots pretty fast. Two kills for LFY so far. One on the Puck, slowing down, stopping this Puck. Is again how LFY are going to get really, really far ahead in this game, just by not having to worry about early initiation. At least from this Puck. You will have to worry about it from the Centaur, who's actually having a pretty good time as well. Just behind the enemy in the lane, Monet. Once his levels come up, once more Double Edge comes up, then farming is going to be a really, really easy thing for July to do. And of course, pressuring Monet is going to be a lot easier as well. Killing him, not really sure about that, but with the Disruptor coming in, that additional hero might make the difference. If they had a worthy level of Glimpse. Super wants in. He should not want in. He's gonna hit with the Magic Missile, and now I think he's just dead? Now going like over here is fine, but once you get into this circle, then you're asking for a lot of trouble. So Super just kind of suicides. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, IGV kind of feeling the disadvantageous position in their draft. Now Paparazzi, I don't think they're gonna kill him. He has Rage. He can Purify for a little bit. He's gonna turn around for LPC. There's still a Repel here, but they know they don't have to use it, because what is a armletless Lifestealer gonna do here? Now he's in a little bit of trouble. Where's the Coddle? Where's the Disruptor? They need to help their Lifestealer right now. Too late. He's dead. They just abandoned him. No TP on cooldown. I mean, I'm not really sure what they could have done, but man, you can't afford to let your Lifestealer get just put out like that. That's not how you win this game. Now it seems like the Radiant in these two games are gonna have some pretty nice times, because this game is looking about as convincing as the first one was for IGV. Speaking of, Keeper of the Light alone in the woods. I don't know, I already mentioned how that's a pretty good way of killing him off.
Money to burn.
So that's 5-0 for LFY. You know, that last game, you gotta worry that, to some extent, having a game like that puts you on tilt. From a cap standpoint, you're like, oh, it's a possibility, it might happen. It hasn't happened, no. They're right in the zone right now. Making the proper rotations, killing off the right heroes, just getting kills and holding down a nice CS lead. This is what you want to see if you're an LFY fan. Nice block of green on the top of the net worth chart. When are those blink daggers coming? It's only 7 minutes in, and already they kind of desperately need to start some action to IGV on their own terms.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Coddle Ags. I mean, it's a really powerful item. In this game, though, it's not even going to be amazing. And Disruptor so far has done actually nothing. He has TP and Smoke in his inventory. What the hell is a level 3 Disruptor going to do? With no items, no points in the Glimpse. You just can't do anything. They second picked that hero. I think that was a big mistake, guys. I think just picking Disruptor, you gotta wait for it. You gotta 4th or 5th it. Second picking a Disruptor and then running into this type of draft, it's like an impossible way to play the hero. You just can't do it. So LFY, what level is their Metamorphosis? Level 3 right now, up in another 30. And once that comes up, this tower should be killed off pretty easily. Expect like a 10-minute drop on that tower. Terrorblades statting up pretty heavily. Pretty standard stuff for Terrorblades. Cicada's in a lot of trouble. Never mind. Never mind, he's okay. He's fine. That was no big deal, guys. Just the casual LSA into nowhere near landing. Okay. Disruptor was aggressed upon by Banana in the meantime. Not quite enough from an Omni Knight. Level 7 with phase boots is actually very dangerous. His movement speed is very high. His movement speed difference is very high with that degen aura. And as a disruptor, you can't do anything to save yourself once the repel goes up. Walks through your wall, can't glimpse him, can't fight back. You just gotta accept it. Need some help and maybe some TPs. 2 other heroes will work.
Blessings.
Banana is having a free roll on this top lane. And Paparazzi going to be aggressed upon one more time. See Banana already starting the action. We have Vengeful Spirit off to the right, not rotating in out. I thought she was gonna come in towards the lane because they have Terrorblade here as well. Oh, they forced out the rage. Banana's not gonna die here. Paparazzi should know that. He got baited. Here comes the magic missile. Needs an infest right now, and won't get it. That was even with Monet messing up and right-clicking a creep there instead of the life stealer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tower will fall. And no amount of coddle counter push is going to stop this. Although, he's gonna try. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, if they just rotate Lina up, well, I don't know why Lina isn't up here. Then this is gonna be the easiest thing in the world, but they will try to outnumber them. Everyone and their mom rotating towards his top lane. Skada does have a coil and a haste rune. Here comes the orb. Tower will fall. Coil is going to not deploy just yet, only onto Banana. They really want this Omni, and they'll get him. They will back off successfully, I suppose. No swap yet on the Venge. Almost there. Needs one more creep to die, and that could have been a kill. Going back the way of LFY. But IGV do what they have to do. Pretty decent play, all things considered. Just everyone, go in, go in, go in. Try to outnumber them. Try to get those disgusting numerical advantages. Gonna work to some extent. Again, what IGV have to do, I mentioned it earlier, leverage the fact that LFY will not always be 5-manned. Once they are 5-manned with the Blink Dagger Slaughter, then things get really rough for IGV. But until then, they have at least ways of fighting back. Coming from the trees like that as well is an ideal situation for IGV. That was, of course, a fight with Big Cannon and the Lina not really being there. Pretty much just the Omni Knight getting 4 or 5 men ganked if you really want to look at it that way. Got him. They killed him dead. Life Stealer with the Hand of Midas. They can try to outvalue. If that is the case, I kind of want to see Blink Dagger into Midas. Oh, okay, well. I kind of figured that was coming. I didn't look at the quick buy. I'm pretty sure you guys just have to believe me. They need just as many Midases as possible. Just all the hands. All the hands in the world. Give you more gold now, but less experience, I think. Fine for IGV. Like, we have to be looking at, like, Super Midas. Centaur, Blink Dagger into Midas. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but that level of farm, just to have an advantage, or even to stay even, is what they need. Oh, they scan. They see the Slardar. Blink in from in July. Has a Stampede to get away. Sakata wants in. They shouldn't want in. That's an Omni Knight. You cannot kill an Omni Knight and a Slardar. Or even both of them when they're together. Metamorphosis over in the meantime, over in mid. Pretty safe, knowing that there is no Stampede. Sakata is going to join the fray with the coil. Monet, his real one, is going to be revealed. He's actually going to snap the coil. Swap out, though, and get glimpsed back. Can they focus him down? Static Storm is there. And with 4 heroes v1, they'll take down the Terrorblade. A huge kill for IGV. Perhaps even more importantly, they hold their tower. Makes so that they can make a similar response in just a little bit once this Blink Dagger comes up on Puck. Initiation is again in favor of IGV. Decisively in favor of IGV. They're going to look to leverage that. Shiny Blink Dagger on Centaur. Already got them a Terrorblade kill. Now he has his eyes set on Slaughter, it looks like. He's looking for a Slaughter to show himself.
Are fortified.
Can I make this tower deny? Possibility. Banana has a lot of damage, but he's going to get jumped by the stomp. Immediate Eul Scepter on the Centaur, preventing that double edge from coming in. DDC also gets in there with the swap. They do take down the tower. It is... I don't know. Where is the tower? It wasn't showing up there. What? Where did it go? I don't know. No notifications. Denied. It's over here. On Paparazzi. But they lost 2 heroes for it. That was some fast reflexes there by the Lina, immediately lifting up the Centaur.
A soldier's fortune.
You obviously can't lift up the lifestealer, so you just jam that Eul's button in the middle of the crowd. IGV, they lose their Disruptor, they lose their Centaur. You get the tower deny, which is, of course, not irrelevant. But trying to go for these Infest Bomb ganks without Armlet, kind of a tough sell. Lifestealer just doesn't really do all that much without that extra cost-effective burst of damage. LFY are going to keep on rolling. Without Terrorblade, I'm not really sure if I like this decision to go without Terrorblade. He should be coming soon. I mean, it's only 15 seconds left until he has a Metamorphosis back. That up, take this tower down. You do know you're walking into a fight at that stage. But unless these ultimates land on like 4 or 5 heroes, then it's just not going to be good enough. Super's going to blow a smoke, just walk straight up into a Blink Crush. Immediately, that's Disruptor down. In July, we'll get swapped back. Stampede will do nothing here. Easy 2 kill. You blow your smoke and you decide to wander up the high ground. Not really sure about that one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
And oh, they jump on the Coddle. In the back. V3, good luck, bro. That's another one. Mark it down for LFY, 11-2. With another tower in their favor, with a Blink Dagger on Slardar, they honestly don't need anything else. They can just rotate to every single lane and tier 2 them. Easy peasy. As long as they have Metamorphosis. Like, go in for the Metamorphosis tower, back off afterwards. And IGV know that they have to kind of plan their entire gameplay around this Metamorphosis. If the push is... That was a little bit of a hasty smoke there. Like, Coddle's not invited. If you know the Metamorphosis is down, it's time to make a play. If you know what's up, you cannot make a play unless you're forced to. It's as simple as that. They know that the Metamorphosis is down. It's time to go. Smoke in is going to be pretty well dodged by LFY, though. Going north. IGV may be on their tail. Smoke is running dry, though, soon. They're going towards Roche. LFY already there. Oh, this is a juicy coil stomp area. July is going to find GDC. Oh, poor Venge. Well, they are going to kill her very easily. The silence misses completely, and Banana's just going to shrug off the coil. No big deal. Sakata will get himself out of there soon enough. No, he doesn't orb far enough. And this Eul Scepter, phase shift, no blink. He's dead. He messed that one up so hard. He just didn't even blink silence. He just silenced nothing over here. And then coiled an Omni-Knight, and that doesn't do anything. IGV trade away 2 heroes for Avenge. They're unable to stop Roche. And now for LFY, they can decide to go for tier 2s once they get another Metamorphosis up. Another 20 seconds. Or they could just go now. Or they could just wait for another like 3-4 minutes, farm the map a little bit. And then decisively go in once it's out of timeout. I think it's probably better for them to just go now, though. They know that they have a Midas Lifestealer to worry about in the future. And even though you will still be able to outman just a Lifestealer farm, since no one else on the IGV side has a good time, there's really no reason to give IGV those opportunities. Use the Aegis ASAP, I think. But, what do I know? On the Omni-Knight. A little bit of a backup plan here for LPC. For Banana, rather. Could have very easily gone for real items, not scaling items in the Hanamitis. Hey, Omni-Knight with the ability to get some fat Mystic Staff items. Quite nice. Not really sure if he's going to be going for like a mechanism type item. Pipe kind of thing. Pipe is really good up against IGV.
Radiant's
But
bottom
hey,
tower
this lets you
is
get
under
whatever
attack.
you want. It's not like you're going to be under any pressure. Like, IGV are on the defensive, and it's probably going to stay that way for the vast majority of this game. If they ever do go on the offensive, it's going to be off of a successful high ground defense where LFY botch it somehow. And then they just crack back into a tier 2, or even Raxes if for whatever reason buyback isn't up. That's how I see this game panning out in IGV's favor, which again is going to be really tough to do because you need a lot of things to go right, including LFY to make a pretty big mistake going up high ground. We'll see how good Keeper of the Light really is defending. Doesn't have his Ags just yet, although Dogfights is closing in on it pretty quickly. Just one more creep wave after this one, and he should be good to go. But we all know that Keeper of the Lights are pretty easy to kill off, so if he's gonna decide to make this defense, gotta watch out for the fish.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Orb through. They have Veil, they have Coil, they have everything they could possibly want except for the right heroes. This tower will fall. Easy tower. Time to slide top. Go high ground even. They can do it if they want to. It's probably better to take the tier 2s out. More illusions. Sure, game, whatever.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Even this tower gonna get denied. That's 1-1 denies on the towers. Bridge doesn't want to. Okay, there we go.
Radiant's top tower,
Tower denied.
denied.
And this map is slowly starting to close in on IGV. This is a pretty desperate situation here for IGV. They need to make something big happen. Like this. Gotta. Lights that are inside of them have their eyes on Banana. Not an easy target. Especially when he's gonna repel himself and TP out.
Is under attack.
And they waste everything. I mean, I guess they figured there's a chance that he's not repelled. But as an Omni Knight, there's no reason for you not to repel yourself in
Radiant's
TP.
middle tower is under attack.
Costs 50 mana. It's pretty much nothing. Oh man, he's gonna smash things. He's going S and Y. Drums, Phase, Hand of Midas.
Is under attack.
You look at that kit, 6 slot on Omni Knight, you do not think Omni Knight, that's for sure. But hey, again, you can do whatever you want. Screw mech, pipe, you don't need that weak ass support stuff. You're gonna go smash
Radiant's
things,
bottom
right?
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Alright, Coddle. Got your Ags. Not daytime, but oh man, Monet took a big hit there. So, Illuminate spam and LPC is going to be the one to make sure that this doesn't stay like this, because bottom lane is actually being pushed. Not, like, seriously, but, wow, sick glimpse. Wow. Wow. Monet with the repel. Slowly starting to chip in, and when I say slowly, I mean slowly. Illusions don't last too long up against Illuminate spam. Now that TPs are coming back, the damage trade is actually in favor of IGV. Pretty big blunder there from LFY, and now jump in towards the Slardar, got blunked on. And now Paparazzi is gonna get the kill, Stampede to get out. Recall. Oh man, that's some value TP right there. Recall so OP, you can teleport 2 of your allies. That's a pretty nice kill on the Slardar, but I mean, it's Slardar at the end of the day.
A gift from the temple.
IGV have to play a lot trickier than this. They have to go into the next level. Oh, I actually really like this. Never mind, I was gonna say Dagon pickup. It just travels right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This, what Dagon lets you do is, you know, obviously get that burst of damage. But that means that you can very quickly isolate and kill off that one target. Someone like an Omni Knight, someone like Avenge. These heroes that can save others. It lets you get a very fast numerical advantage. And yet your Puck may not be the strongest hero since he's going to go for that type of item. Oh, in July, gonna jump in on the Omni Knight. Whoa, that's some serious damage. LPC gonna rotate in for a Centaur. This is a really tanky hero. Now they're all blinded. But Laguna Blade doesn't give a damn about blind. And July's still alive. I don't know what happened there. It looked like all the damage was delayed, but And they killed him, so whatever works. Omni Knight for the Centaur. Good trade for IGV to take. They are starting to get Paparazzi really involved in these ganks. This time with Cicada. Tag team is going to jump in towards Super. Where have we seen this before? Yule Scepter will save her for a couple of seconds, but I'm not really sure if I like her chances here. Needs some help. Too late. Blink Crush can land on 2, but immediately gets glimpsed back. GDC looking for a swap. Finds Super with it. He's going to isolate himself, but Super is mega dead. GDC will actually slip out of there unharmed. It is going to be still Paparazzi getting his hands on another kill along with Cicada. Costing them only a Disruptor who is going to go for Animitis, which I mentioned earlier. Feels so good to make these calls, man. Feels good, man. They are starting to get some action on the board. Perhaps more relevantly, they've stopped Monet from pushing with that double life. And they're keeping themselves alive, making trades that favor them. Dogfights, though, is not going to like this. He has a gem, and he is going to be just fine because the enemy team walked straight past him. They did not see him, obviously. Their smoke didn't break. This poor OD courier might be jumped on. Cicada pulled back and is just fine. And the courier is less so. Run! Run, OD! You gotta get out of the... Oh, got him. It's empty, so it's gold, but it's not the end of the world. IGV are actually playing pretty well considering the circumstances. LFY have taken a lot of time off in this game to kind of just farm up their heroes. Which is working pretty well. Like, they are very farmed. Lena's picked up the Bloodstone Travels. Terrorblade's obviously stacked out of his mind with BKB almost up and the SMY's up in the Omni. But this is, again, giving IGV a lot of time to find opportunities with the Lifestealer. We'll pretty consistently be able to overwhelm just one individual hero as long as you get an Infest Bomb. And it is working pretty well so far. Handamitis, 3 of them, I think, for the team. 2 so far with the 3rd incoming.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's 1 Midas on the other end. These are the type of plays, type of elusive kind of poke and prod plays that you have to make if you're IGV. Boom. Illuminate. Stuck into a lane, find someone to kill, back off, rinse, repeat forever. And hopefully between those kill trades and the Handamitis taken away, you'll find yourself eventually at parity or with a lead. Honestly, IGV, gonna find another one in Banana. Got yanked in. And honestly, this Keeper Light is impressing me. Not the Illuminate, not the Mana Leak, not the Chakra. The Recall is something we don't really see used to this degree, to this amount of success. Time and time again, with this full map-hack vision, finding targets, bringing 2 heroes in with that Recall with the Infest, getting kills. That's Omni Knight down again. IGV are playing to their strengths right now, which is initiation. LFY kind of refusing to group up. They will be a little bit more willing if they get their hands on this. This double life Roshan now up again. But we see another jump in. Coil to land. Lena's immediately going to snap it. Can they burst it down before the help comes in? Yes, they can. Monet's going to arrive at Paparazzi. He's long gone. Phase shift dodge on the Crush. Puck is going to have to juke and jive out of this one, or just stand there and get obliterated. That's good too, I guess. Didn't have any cooldowns, so there's nothing you can do about that as a Puck. Lena for Puck. Still technically a good trade. Now they need to get in this Roshan pit immediately. Getting Monet with a double life opens up the doors once again for a high ground push. Lifestealer has no Infest. There is no Puck initiation, obviously. There's actually no mana on the Disruptor. He used the Static Storm defensively to get out of mid. Doesn't look like they'll be able to contest this. Could be worse. Could be a cheese roche, I suppose. But still, it's going to be a free double life. IGD now have to lean on this Illuminate from Keeper of the Light, which also has been doing a lot of work. Like, I don't want to discount dogfights and how he's been playing. He's been keeping the creep waves pushed out. Paparazzi is hiding in the trees. I can tell you one thing, Super's not going to expect the walk-in lifestealer play like this. Just waiting for a TP, I'm pretty sure, or a recall out. Coddle, get me out of here. Nothing here. Chilling. Just chilling. Casually walking by an observer ward. You better stop chilling and start getting the hell out, Paparazzi, because this is not a safe place to be, my friend. Rage TP right now or bust. And he's stunned once, and it's time for Rage TP. Swap out, you're dead. I'm not really sure why he was there. Does anyone know? Infest! Okay. Operation Saving Private Paparazzi. The illusions. Yeah. He's not looking too hot in here, guys. Run! I'm not really sure why he decided to do that. You're over here, right? You're perfectly hidden in the trees. You have Rage TP, and you decide to walk out and farm. What? What? Why? Why? In what world is that the right play? Like, go get some allies. This is not the type of game where a lifestealer can afford to willy-nilly go get himself killed. You need to keep yourself alive at all times. But hey, at least he got Hand of Midas value. At least he got that gold. 25 seconds on the clock. Pushes on. Monet even has a double damage rune. Wow, hard to see that one, but it's there. Yeah, Dagon Blast the illusion. Got him. Illuminate spam from dogfights. Ooh, mana leak. Not bad. Depleting a lot of Monet's mana pool. But now he's gonna push for realsies. Repel, jump in, Stomp's gonna do absolutely nothing against Repel. They didn't see it? Oh man, In July's gonna get eviscerated. How do you not play around Repel? What? Alright, Monet's just gonna BKB and tear the towers to shreds. Centaur does not have a buyback. Illuminate spam can only do so much. They do stun up with the mana leak before another Repel comes in. No method to get rid of this Repel. No method to damage him. Paparazzi's not doing a damage trade there. Now Blink Stomp is there. Scott is going to jump in. Dodge a lot of spells, but not do a hell of a lot himself. More Blinding Light. Coddle's doing everything right now. Monet will take down the structures. He even has an Aegis, so even if they kill him off once, no big deal. Now, to be fair, Repel's effect is rather subtle. Especially on a Metamorph Terrorblade. Like, it's hard to see. But you can just click on him, right? Click on him and see if there's a repel on him. You should, because he will 90% of the time have a repel on him. Like, who else are you gonna repel as Banana? Centaur kind of flubs that one. It's a heart. He is rather tanky. Like, it took him quite a long time to actually die. But, hey, walk in, get 3 Raxes, walk out. It's like a pretty good game plan to me. They're going to be going blind for in the next couple seconds. Gem on Keeper of the Light still maintained by dogfights. Again, rather impressed by how this Coddle has been playing, but at the end of the day, it's a Coddle. You cannot win the game as a Keeper of the Light. Smoke up. Metamorphosis down. It's time to make a play. And we could see LFY are taking no chances. Come at us, bro. If you want to fight, you're going to have to fight in this base. See what he went for. Cast range, damage over respawn time. Interesting, interesting. Looks like the timing's definitely shifting up the priorities there. He's C, gonna find Cicada. Oh, he's gonna dodge the Stomp initiation. Coil's a little bit delayed, though. He's finally gonna get it out. Popper's doing a lot of damage, but now here comes the GA. Can't do anything about that. Stomp's gonna land along with the Static Storm, but no one's actually doing any damage. Banana will get chopped down by the double edge of In July. That's Omni Knight down. Monet in the front line still. And jump in. Another great crush from LPC. This time there's no follow-up from the LFY side. As Monet's gonna get a nice under off on In July, but he has a heart, so he can regenerate that pretty quickly. LPC will be glimpsed back and brought down. Not bad. 2 kills for IGV so far. Mana leak on DDC. I don't think that's going to do much unless Cicada feels super baller. Has no Dagon. In July, yeah, I mean, you do kind of want to just thunder whoever you can at that point. But Heart of Tarask is a real item, and Return is certainly pretty useful as well. Stop hitting yourself, tower. Stop hitting yourself. 2 kills for IGV. Metamorphosis is up again, though. But they will capitalize on a little bit of mistake there from LFY. Great reflexes from Sakata for sure. And get 2 tier 2 towers from it. That's not a bad series of plays there. Terrorblade's got to watch out a little bit. He is by himself, kind of bluffing. He is now with his allies. Back off. Everyone from IGV. Clean house. 2 kills. Not bad at all. Now, I'm not really sure if this is going to be enough to counteract the act of getting raxed over in the mid lane. We can see, like, these are the type of plays we need to make. Very, very specific timing-based plays from IGV. Start fights when the Metamorphosis is down. That fight even throughout a GA. I mean, they backed off as soon as the GA was used, but I'm surprised that the Coddle's actually going for a non-diffusal blade item. Lifestealer, his Manta style. No one actually did anything to Purge. I mean, Coddle would be the only hero who can realistically get the farm for diffusal and not be too hindered by the investment. Okay, pushing in towards mid. Really just gonna make a straight push happen. I'm not really sure if going towards mid is what you want to be doing here. I mean, range racks is probably just not something IGV are super eager to defend, but you went for that play last time with Aegis. Much that was the catalyst of that push. You're gonna do it again. Do it in a different lane. Or wait for another double life. IGV know that it is going to be LFY's run of the map for a couple more minutes. 4 minutes till that daytime, so Illuminate a lot weaker now. They can just buy time for another daylight cycle. They can somehow bait out a Metamorphosis. Real big game there for IGV. It's not easy, but they can... Ooh, Element of Surprise, maybe. There is Alina with Travels, but she's not here right now. Means that there is an opportunity here. Sakata, though, going to jump in way too far. Get himself crushed. He should have a blink out of here. No, not quite. He's just dead. I'm kind of a fan of the go into lane, burst down the creep wave, then immediately just use everything to bail play. I think that one's a pretty good one. I think sticking around there at all, showing yourself at all, like being in range of the creep wave to attack it, it means you're way too close. So Puck is going to go off and suicide himself. A little bit too aggressive there for that Puck. Now it's time for Coddle to show off what he can do. Blinding Light, pretty strong. Illuminate for counter push, really good up against these illusions, but as these illusions tank up, thanks to all these stat items, does less and less. Super even from super long range she got at the level 20 talent. The attack range and the damage now come together really well for Super. A little bit of damage here and there. It will actually back off rather early. Still the 20 seconds where there's no Puck. Thought for sure they would take that 20 seconds to at least chip the tower. But IGV, they are holding pretty well, all things considered. By the way, guys, you can see the impact of Disruptor in this game. It's minimal. It's actually really, really good once he gets this Aghanim Scepter. Even though he has a Hand of Midas, Disruptor cannot farm worth a damn. That's just not what the hero does. Even though he has the gold talent, he just doesn't farm well. So it's going to take a long time to get that item up. Unless he somehow survives a team fight, which I don't see happening, honestly. If he's able to do that, though, being able to cancel out, BKB on the Terrorblade, that's huge game. Likewise for the Lina, she has a couple of activatables in her inventory. Hell, everyone does. Two Eul Scepters, a Lotus, a Pipe. That is a an item that can situationally turn the game. And this is one of those situations. An aggressive play here from IGD. They're really looking to fight. I don't think they have enough burst damage to kill off someone like Alina before she yules herself. You don't have like a split second of Dream Coil to drop everything. As far as hardcore stuns are concerned, it's in July and he's in the bottom lane. He's pretty fat though. Centaur is seriously bulking up. Shiva's guard up against Terrorblade illusions is very nice. Get that, well, the damage to kill off the illusions is nice for one thing, but the Arctic Aura? What is this called? I don't actually know what it's called. Let's see what it's called. Arctic Freezing Aura. It's Freezing Aura and Arctic Blast. That Freezing Aura, really, really nice. Reduce attack speed of those illusions. And Lina in the main Terrorblade, like BKB up, Repel, those will make the Shivas obviously a little bit weaker at that time, but most of the time the illusions don't really have much to do about that, because they're just illusions, obviously. Smoke up. Daylight Vision, now in favor of IGV. They have withstood the nighttime assault, not really a serious assault. Now they're going to go in, once again, jump in for Monet, but a quick BKB is going to make in July's initiation do absolutely nothing, but they jump into the backline again. Onto Banana with the coil. Paparazzi can try to bring him down, but he's not doing enough damage. Now with the GA will make him do no damage. Needs help. Swap is going to be reversed by the Lotus Orb, so a double swap. They will lose the Centaur War Runner. That was super delayed. Like, you gotta go as soon as your smoke runs out. If you wait at all, Terrorblade is gonna be ready with the BKB, or someone's gonna be ready with the Yule Scepter, or Repel, or something. Hesitation killed off IGV there. Hesitation may make them lose a little bit more. Despite that, the fact that it is in fact daytime, I'm pretty sure LFY, with this Terrorblade, attacking that double life, cheese on the Lina, cheese on Slaughter. We don't really care. We're gonna go in regardless. They do have to wait a little bit of time for this Metamorphosis to cool down. 90 seconds. Oh, maybe they're not going to, actually. They're gonna look for a full team fight without Metamorphosis is a little bit suicidal. But if they can just chip, poke, and prod, don't mind that. Super does have to be careful. He's gonna Yules himself off of that mana leak. Force the Staff Repel, yeah, he's fine. Where, oh, Hannah Midas Valley, the creep wave dies and Super can't Midas anything. That feels bad. Oh, LFY, they are just burning time right now. Of course, waiting for that Metamorphosis. IGV get Lotus Orb number 2. Yeah, that's second Lotus. First Lotus saved Paparazzi's bacon. That swap, man. One of the few spells that LFY have that can actually be reflected. Corrosive Haze is actually not bad. Laguna Blade is obviously pretty good. Smoke up with everyone but the Lifestealer? Really? Okay, he's going to be brought in, but he will not be smoked up. He can jump into someone who is. That was spotted, though, by the Observer Ward. If they were paying attention, they saw Lifestealer there appear and then disappear. In just a couple seconds, Monet is going to be seen. Easily seen. They're not going to jump on him this time, even though that was a position where they could have. Smoke was maintained. He was kind of alone. I do like the idea from IGV. Smoke out, find someone who's a little stupidly farming off on their own. That's a great way to keep the enemies off your base, but not going to make that play, unfortunately, for them. And now here comes the Metamorphosis push. DVC is going to eat a face full of horse. That's never nice. Looking for a swap. Is that swap level 3? It is. So, initiation, pretty hard to deal with unless you Lotus preemptively. July reflected now. Blinding Light, Illuminate. They'll do what they can, but it's only range Raxes, not a big deal. They will go off to the south. And there's an infest bomb ready and waiting. Kata ready to go in. They have really good vision here because of the creep wave. Nighttime falls though. The worst possible time for IGV to fight. They lose their vision advantage. They lose their healing. We'll jump in. Monet's gonna Manta dodge a stomp first thing. Now BKB pops up and he's just gonna go to town. That's dogfights down Zakata. Gets the coil off, but he will go down as well. Paparazzi's gonna Manta style split, try to run away, but the swap back and the Eye of Scotty means he cannot escape. They will double buyback, triple buyback. In fact, Ninja gets a really nice stomp onto 2. Static Storm now drops onto those same 2, but this is, of course, a double life Terror Blade. He will lose his Aegis. Not a big deal. Paparazzi gonna return to the fight after having bought back. Looking for a target, can't quite find it. They will group up around Monet. Reflection can do a little bit of damage. Force Step out, number 1. Does not get hit with that kinetic field. With the repel off, he will be just fine to slip away. Tower does still stand LPC with the crushes, keeping In July at bay. Another Illuminate gonna fly through to some serious damage. LPC, though, Yules himself blinks out of there. Looking for more. Mana Leak is actually going to trigger somehow, and they do catch the Slardar. That's something, I guess, but it cost them 3 kills. It was a 1 for 3 with 3 buybacks just for Slaughter. Now, they do hold their base. They do hold their base, but it's going to be a expensive hold, to say the least. Terrorblade is 30k net worth, up above the 21k of Lifestealer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Even Lina has more. You get the Fiery Soul talent with a lot of damage to boot. Not gonna mess around with any sort of casting item BS. It's time to hit things, Lina. Ooh. That's rough. At this point for IGV, I'm not even sure if Initiation is going to do it, because they have 2 BKBs, a pipe, swap, obviously, you know, Lotus, GA. Even if they catch someone, there's Sunder, Manta Style. This is really, really tough to come back from unless they find LFY making a big mistake. I think that is what this game has come down to for IGV. Like, they could play perfectly, and I think the net worth disadvantage is at this point too crippling that even with perfect play from their part, it's not enough. They need LFY to make a big blunder. I'm not really sure what that is. Repel the wrong guy. That's not big enough. They need, like, Terrorblade to miss micro and... Oh no, super. Not like this. Mercy, please. Ugh. So dead. Use yourself. Show him. Okay. 21-second respawn. Take that. He's level 16 only. Quick respawn time, all according to plan. I'm not even sure what... They need Lina to reflect a Laguna Blade into her. I think that's like the most realistic mistake that LFY can make. Just Lotus, and then she eats her own Laguna Blade, and then she gets brought down by something. Everything else, I'm not really sure about. Like, what else can... maybe, like, group up for a 5-man combo. That can definitely win IGV a fight, but it will only win you a fight once. Like, it's not going to happen more than once where LFY make that mistake. Rax is fortified, but in trouble. Monet is just going to town. There's an SMY there. Oh, here we go. Jump in, blink, and coil. All well done so far, but no damage going to Monet. He's going to possibly be just turn around onto In July. Gotta watch out for that return. Paparazzi looking for a target, actually looking for a way out. Is going to get out of there In July. Being chased down. Crush, still available. LPC is going to go in very far ahead of the rest of his allies and get caught. The Yule Scepter, he'll buy himself a couple seconds. He will actually force staff himself before the stomp comes in, but still Paparazzi on his tail. They will Dagon Blast him and bring him down. And they will make said mistake, but Rax is already claimed. The damage is done. IGV need a huge crackback right now. But I'm not really sure if that's in the cards. They need to go in and look for some blood. Slardar, the death of Slardar is not a terribly huge deal. SNY Eye of Scotty in the Omnight, if he hits you once, you're not escaping. That's just a fact. They are gonna go push down mid. And there are no great plays here for IGV, but I think this is the best one to have. Ada prepped with the Lifestealer surprise inside. You're gonna have a lot of income between Hand and Midas, level 25 talent. Line jump into July, Heart with the Lotus. Reflect a magic missile onto the Vengeful Spirit. A little bit of damage to the tower with that return aura. Swap back onto Super. Coil is great, but there is no disruptor to capitalize on that. Didn't even have a static storm at the time. I'm not really sure what DDC is doing. Where the hell are you going, Venge? She's still alive somehow. She's just gonna walk out? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, they're gonna try to stampede out of there. They do crush and catch Paparazzi. Double Yule Scepter. He does not have an infest right now. He is down for 100 seconds with no buyback. Off on the side, it's the Keeper of the Light getting 1v1'd by the Venge. Support battles. Heal? Illuminate? Is DDC gonna get styled on? No. He has backup. He cheats. Oh, Force Staff dodged crush. Double Yule Scepter again. But Dog Bites is dead. There's the gem. He's held the gem for a long time now, and I'm a little bit impressed by that, but... yeah, I'm not really sure how the hell Venge escaped that. She wandered in, like, by herself and then just walked through an entire IGB squad and survived.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
But
attack.
this is probably game. There's a minute of downtime where there's no Lifestealer. Even with Lifestealer, I'm not really sure if they can stop this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 4 is in trouble in July. Spotted. Blink, not Stomp. That's not what you want. And now, oh my god, he has a heart, he has a Lotus Orb, and he died in like 1 second. That's an easy team wipe. Monet barely microing, because you don't have to, just A move at this point.
Middle tower has fallen.
51 minutes in. It's slow, it's steady, but a win's a win. IGV, with a drastically inferior draft compared to LFY, are going to drop Game 2. Now, they